가자!
Sonic Speed!
SMT here, and today, I want to talk about an awesome Sonic game. I genuinely believe it holds plenty of qualities, and that is Sonic Unleashed. Yes, your ears are not deceiving you, I'm not trolling, I really love Sonic Unleashed. I think it's a fantastic Sonic game. But it's got the werehog! Sonic's a slow beat 'em up in this game, and it's not what Sonic is supposed to be! Sonic by no means should be a slow thrasher, I agree. Sonic is a fast-paced platformer. I can agree the werehog in Sonic Unleashed is not what Sonic should have done, nor is that what Sonic is. That being said, the way the werehog was implemented wasn't even bad. Sure, it was slow, but combat-wise, in both the inferior and superior builds of the game, Sonic the Werehog had a variety of button and motion combinations for a variety of attacks. Dare I say, it was even fun fighting baddies. The only annoyance is hearing that battle theme every time you throw a fist at just one of the Dark Gaia minions. Sonic was still agile and nimble with the stretchy arms and the platforming somewhat. You could get some enjoyment out of it. Overall, it didn't bother me that much. A common complaint is the nighttime stages being significantly long, especially compared to the daytime stages, and yeah, I can vibe with that too. If I was talking about the Wii and PlayStation 2 versions, there were more acts, and the stages were a lot longer in those versions. The PS3 and Xbox versions, however, are a little more on the shorter side, and are overshadowed by the number of daytime stages and how much fun they are. Even still, I didn't find it that big of a hassle, and really, that's the only complaint I can pick out from Sonic Unleashed, which mostly stems from the werehog gameplay, and despite that, I still enjoyed it. But the one thing everyone claims to be the highlight of Sonic Unleashed is in fact the daytime stages, and lord, they are still a blast. You have a variety of stages to boost through, architectures paying tribute to the Cyclades of Greece, Italy, Africa, China, Saudi Arabia, Thailand, and more. The worlds you travel around remind you of how Sonic could work in the real world, and it's starting to remind me of a certain upcoming game involving an Italian plumber. I'm already ripped off Sonic! This game is one of the first to emphasize one of Sonic's well-known gameplay styles, the boost. Taking down foes or collecting rings to fill your boost gauge is how it's done, and people loved it. After the low ratings Sonic got after Shadow, The Secret Rings, and especially 06, Sonic Unleashed was commended for this new gameplay style that was fun and innovative at the time, the emphasis on his traditional platforming roots in the 3D and 2D sections, and the charm the overall game brought to the table. This game still ended up being a commercial success. This game is also known to be one of the most gorgeous Sonic games to date in terms of gameplay and cutscenes. It's always amazing to go back to a game in 2008 and still be amazed at how stunning it visually looks, with each world looking aesthetically pleasing to the eye, looking as faithful to the source material as possible, and just looking like a freaking movie. Speaking of which, I mentioned before how this game has a lot of overall charm. In many ways is that salvageable. For one thing, the cutscenes in Sonic Unleashed make me feel like I'm in a movie theater. There's no other Sonic game out there that can come close to the visual appeal and cinematography Sonic Unleashed has. I seriously wish the Sonic movie that's in development for 2018 was being made with this CGI animation style instead of a hybrid of live action and CGI. Either way, it's still drop dead gorgeous to look at. But enough about what's on the outside. The inside of this game can sell as well. This story begins in a cold open, which basically means jumping into a story at the beginning, where Sonic assaults Eggman's battle fleet in space. Laying waste to Eggman's robotic army, Sonic transforms into Super Sonic and seems to have been victorious, until Eggman tricks and traps Sonic, extracting the Chaos Emerald's power and draining the gems of their energy. He uses that power to fire a ginormous cannon to break up the Earth into 7 pieces and release a dark, evil entity within the planet's core, Dark Gaia. Dark Gaia prematurely wakes up from this, which is fabled to be revived after several millennia to cause destruction, and his energy seeps out of the cracks and spreads throughout the Earth, turning inhabitants into his spawn and releasing more dark energy. Through an unforeseen side effect of the Ray and the Chaos Emerald's drained power, Sonic absorbs its energy and transforms into Sonic the Werehog, a werewolf beast form with greater strength and abilities than what Sonic is normally capable of, but can only be triggered when nightfall occurs. He's then flown back down to Earth, surviving a massive fall, and stumbles upon a friendly creature of some sort who's unfortunately suffered from amnesia. Sonic assumes he's fallen onto him and decides to help him regain it back and make up for his misunderstood accident. Because I'm gonna get people watching this who haven't played the game, I'm gonna avoid going any deeper with the story. Even still, as you progress, there is a sense of danger and tension in the story, especially compared to Sonic games after this one. I believe Sonic Unleashed was the last serious story we got that actually worked and was pretty good, especially considering the character interactions and personality are on point. Most gaming fans out there believe Sonic's lost his cool edge he had back in his Genesis and Dreamcast days, especially, again, looking at games after Sonic Unleashed. But Sonic Unleashed, in my opinion, captures Sonic's character and personality pretty damn well. Sonic doesn't act as cocky or egotistical as he is in his future installments. Sonic still has a sense of justice and freedom like he used to in past Sonic games. Take Sonic CD for example. Most, if not every fan out there believes the cutscenes capture Sonic in his philosophies, character, and personality to near perfection, and I can most definitely agree. Sonic is shown to be fast, eager for adventure, always on the move, and is free-spirited. He's easygoing, carefree, cool, always standing for truth and justice and freedom, and despises the hell out of lies and evil in any form. Sonic has a big and kind heart and is willing to help anyone in need. Sonic is confident and cocky at times, but in games like Lost World and Colors, Sonic's personality treated more to that cocky, easygoing, and self-centered side of Sonic more than his adventurous, more mature, and somewhat more humble side of him, making him less beloved by Sonic fans far and wide, on top of corny jokes and lines that just make Sonic seem like he's trying too hard to act cool. In Sonic Generations, apart from his interactions with Eggman, not just Sonic, but every character lacked personality and just looked as static and lifeless in the cutscenes as the white space they were stuck in. Same could be said for Colors as well, though to a lesser extent. Lost World, on the other hand, did have more life and character into its characters, though some were still out of their respective character either way. It was the wrong personalities injected for the wrong reasons. But looking at Sonic Unleashed, on the other hand, similar to Sonic CD, it still manages to capture Sonic's overall demeanor pretty damn well. In every Sonic game, most of the cocky jokes and boasts of confidence Sonic cracks at is at Eggman, which is understandable and accepted by many Sonic fans because, despite being a villain, Sonic doesn't consider Eggman to be one in a literal sense. Outside of that, he's not really that cocky or self-centered. He's quick to help his amnesiac friend nicknamed Chip, when not only was he not certain of causing his amnesia, but he wasn't hesitant on helping him nor wanting to leave. He's as keen on stopping Eggman's plot as ever, whether it be stopping him in a flash or breezily acting like he's a joke at times. Eggman attacked a village reminiscent to Africa, but as Sonic arrived and took out some of the robots, he wasn't keen chasing on after Eggman, but more so confirming the safety of the villagers that were attacked. They didn't even have to show Sonic showing concern and worry for the well-being and safety of the villagers. They could have just kept on going with the story right after said Sonic to just ignore him and he could have just shook his head or something. That sense of justice and righteousness, adventure and camaraderie, while still retaining a confident ego that's not as overplayed as it is now, is still within Sonic and Sonic Unleashed, and it's still very damn enjoyable. The bond and character development shared between Sonic and Chip is what can easily define seriousness meshed well with lighthearted moments and natural, charming comedy. With the story, the beginning of it all, the truth, the climax, and other instances, Sonic and Chip's growing friendship can separate and blend the tension and action with soft, interactive, endearing, and down-to-earth moments, no pun intended. And some of the comedy, which is mostly provided by Chip, is not only not overdone and pushed, but also decently humorous. I got a couple chuckles between the borderline silent cutscenes, Chip's bubbling, carefree, and lovable personality, and some of the other side characters' moments even, like Professor Pickle, and a little bit of Amy's and Tails. Sonic Unleashed so far was the last game to capture that seriousness and carefree tone of a Sonic game, as well as the irrefutable traits and personalities of the Sonic characters in a Sonic game. Hopefully Sonic Forces will prove me wrong, but we'll see. And one other thing, the soundtrack for the game has so much variety and so much beauty. The soundtrack in Sonic Unleashed is easily one of the best soundtracks out there for a Sonic game. Either way, I feel the Werehog overshadows a lot of good Sonic Unleashed has for a lot of people, at least back then when it was new. And even then there was still a lot of good that came out of Sonic Unleashed, plus the Werehog's gameplay still being decent in its own right. Bottom line, with the great gameplay Sonic Unleashed provides, the beautiful landscapes and graphics, magnificent cutscenes, great story, nice script, amazing soundtrack, and great characters, I believe Sonic Unleashed is a fantastic Sonic game. Let me know if you guys agree down below. Do you think Sonic Unleashed is a great Sonic game, or do you still think it doesn't hold a candle to other titles, even the modern ones? Let me know down below. As of Monday night, May 22nd, we hit 5,000 subscribers, and I seriously thank you all who've supported me thus far and hope will continue to do so. It seems we might be on a steady path to 6K already because we're still growing and growing at a fast rate now. So let's try and keep this flow going. I hope I'll be able to provide as much enjoyable, insightful, and entertaining content as I can, and maybe you'll want to hit that subscribe button if you're new. I do Sonic videos discussing Sonic games and ideas, as well as Mario, and sometimes other Nintendo games and franchises. Very soon, I'll branch out with anime as well, but gaming is the main thing we do here on this channel, though you might like what you see. I'm currently doing a Road to Sonic Mania series, and I've played through Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and I've started uploading Sonic CD, so maybe you'll want to check that out if you haven't. Also, be sure to stay tuned later today for a live stream I'll be doing probably super soon when this goes up. But enough self-promotion. Thank you all again so much, and I look forward to the future this channel holds for all of us. Stay super.